Hey guys, welcome back to the Stuff of Legend. My name is D'Lo, and I have an update for you guys. I have a DC streaming service update. Yes, that's right. So we're talking about a streaming service that Warner Brothers and DC are going to put out so that they can have all of their DC content on one service, one streaming service, kind of like a Netflix or a Hulu, where you pay a subscription fee and you can have unlimited access to their content. So like their movies, I think particularly their TV, like their Arrow, Flash, the Supergirl, you get Black Lightning, Legends of Tomorrow, including upcoming things like Young Justice. This is something that we had 2 seasons of prior, and the next season everyone's been looking forward to so much. It was canceled, and then they never continued with it, but they're picking back up with it. They're supposedly done with the series already. I'm sorry, with the season. But that's going to be something that we're going to have on the streaming service. They're waiting to give that to us until they can launch that streaming service, and we can all subscribe to it. It's like they're dangling the carrot for us so that we have to subscribe. Okay, so we have to pay that money, whether it's going to be $5, whether it's going to be $10. I hope it's not going to be higher than 10. Maybe it's 15. We don't know. But I'm probably going to subscribe to that anyway, just because that's a lot of content I'm going to want to have, especially the live-action Titans show. Now, we've seen the confirmed images from Warner Brothers on this, with Robin and Hawk and Dove. Those are the only ones who we've seen their costumes. We've seen exactly what they're going to look like from the studio. Now, we've also seen the tweets of Beast Boy, Raven, and Starfire. And to be honest, they were quite disappointing. They look terrible. Now, I would say Beast Boy doesn't look terrible. He's got like green hair dye in his hair. No coloration in the skin, like no extra makeup. Doesn't appear to have any fangs, but at least his jacket looks like the red and white Beast Boy suit, so that looks nice. And I will say that as far as effort towards making him look comic book authentic, it looks pretty good. Now you're gonna say, well, what about the stupid jackets they're wearing? I'm pretty sure they're gonna be filming in Canada, guys. So it's gonna be really cold up there. A lot of Warner Brothers TV series, especially the DC stuff, I know has been filming in Vancouver. So I'm pretty sure that that's where they're going to be filming as well, like Arrow and Flash and a lot of those other things. And it's really cold up there, so it's understandable that between sets, between takes, they're going to be wearing big jackets because they're probably freezing wearing t-shirts and jeans and whatever else they're going to be wearing, especially the suit that Starfire is wearing. Now, on that note, my wife and I, we both do not like Starfire's suit. We think it looks terrible, and that any and all other cosplayers have done a marvelous job being a much better Starfire. I don't know Anna Diop's work. I don't know if she's a good actress. I hope that she is, and I would expect that DC wouldn't mess around with that and just racially recast because they want to, because they think it's the right thing to do or whatever. I'm fine with certain things, but I'm really hoping that what we saw was not the final cut, because it looked pretty bad, the wig. And if you guys haven't seen that, just use the hashtag Teen Titans. You'll see it. It's got to be one of the top 3 pages for sure on Instagram or wherever you are. Or just type in Anna Diop Starfire and it will be there. It does not look very good. But here's my theory, and this is what I think still holds hope in my eyes, and maybe for you guys this will help too. The characters they've released visually do not need makeup and do not need CGI, right? So Robin is just a boy in a suit. Hawk and Dove are also boys and girls in a boy in a suit, in a suit, right? So you're gonna have the ability to portray them without augmentation, where they have to show up really early in the morning, get caked up in makeup, and then maybe even add CGI on top of that and spend extra money hiring people to do the CGI for those sequences and do the editing and all that stuff. It's an expensive process and a long, grueling one, and it'll look very different on set than it will in the finished product. So let's try not to bag on it too much, even though you guys have already heard that I was quite disappointed with those photos. I also, I'll give it the grace and say that the characters that I think don't look ready or don't look right are also going to on set not be ready or right, because they require either heavy makeup, extensive makeup, or CGI. And we could have gotten those photos between takes at odd times. Maybe they're getting a feel for the set. Maybe they were just, getting on ground for the first time. Like, we don't know what the situation was. And so sometimes these little sneak shots from the side, it's not always going to be what we're going to see on set, on camera, once it's out. Okay, so that would be my grace there for that. And I'm still holding out hope that Beast Boy is going to be green. It's not just going to be the green in his hair. That he's going to have fangs, because he's also, the Beast DNA is taking over a little bit. I'm also going to hope that Raven is a little more gray. I think she was probably the better of the three. And I think her costume was pretty decent too. Starfire needs work, and I will say that. Starfire needs a lot of work, and I hope that they'll put in the time, put in the effort, and either go heavy on the CG to make her orange skin, because she's Tamaranian. I mean, she's supposed to be from Tamaran. She's an alien. She's not, she's not from Earth. She's not black. She's not white. She's orange, and we need to get that right. I would hope that they would get that right, despite how extensive, how much time that's going to take in the makeup chair or in CGI. I hope that they do that at least for the fans, because Starfire is such a fan favorite. That's going to have a big backlash on them. Now, DC also put out a little image for their the Titans show. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up for you guys. Da-da-da-da. That's what you got there. So I'm sorry that this is a live video, so I'm not going to put forth the time and energy to edit this. I will in the future. Maybe I'll do a revamp of this type of video, or I'll focus in on each of these elements. But there's a lot of really cool stuff that's coming. There's also some news that Margot Robbie is going to be lending her voice to a Harley Quinn animated TV show, and this is the official image for that as well. So Harley Quinn. That's going to be on the DC streaming service as well. That's a lot to be excited about. Margot Robbie did a fantastic job. She absolutely stole the show in DC's Suicide Squad. She was easily the best part of that film. I would argue that Deadshot was the next best part. And, it's kind of, I enjoyed that movie, but it obviously had a lot of problems. And I think the villain not giving the Joker the clear and obvious main villain role was a mistake. Excuse me. And I know a lot of you guys feel that same way too. If you don't, please let me know in the comments, and I'd love to talk with you guys about your reasoning, why you believe what you believe about that. But nevertheless, I'm going to show you guys another picture they got. This one was from the previously mentioned Young Justice Outsiders. And so that is the official image for that. But then also, this was very interesting. I also heard that they are starting another live-action series called Metropolis, with Lex Luthor set to star as the feature role, which is very interesting. I would love a DC TV show revolving around Lex Luthor. Perhaps that they're going to play it so it's obviously from his perspective, and whether or not he's obviously going to be a bad guy, or maybe this is kind of how he's in Smallville. He's not quite a bad guy yet. He's deep in with bad guys like his father, but maybe he's already running the show. Maybe he's trying to become president one day. He's already trying to take over the world. Maybe the quote-unquote antagonist of the show is technically Superman, and maybe we're going to see him trying to accomplish his evil goals, and at the end of the day... Sorry, I get a call. I think that would be absolutely fantastic, and I would love for a Smallville type of Lex Luthor, just where it's intimate. You can get to know this guy. You can get into his head. You can see where he's thinking, what he's feeling. You can see the complexity in his character. Honestly, Michael Rosenbaum is my favorite Lex Luthor of all time, undisputed. And I know that's the same for many of you guys. But it was such a good one. I love Michael Rosenbaum. He actually has a show on YouTube here. You guys can check it out. It's called Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum. He does swear quite a bit. So if you're a younger, like under, I would say 15, 16, maybe get some parental advice, some parental guardianship there. But yeah, he's really funny, and he did a great job as Lex Luthor. So that is a show I'm very excited for. That's going to be on the DC streaming service. And this is a lot of big news, but thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments what you guys think about all of these shows, about the DC streaming service. And let's talk about what your favorite one is, what your favorite show is, what you think it's gonna be, which shows you think are gonna succeed. What do you think about the Titans show? Have you seen the pictures yet that they have let loose onto the public about the Robin, the Hawk and Dove, Beast Boy, Raven, Starfire? Those images that are out there. What do you guys think about those? And are you guys hopeful for the show? Do you think it's gonna fail? You know, what's your take? I'd love to dig in with you guys about this. And then also the Harley Quinn animated show. Are you guys excited that Margot Robbie is going to be voicing Harley Quinn in that? And then who do you think should play Lex Luthor if they do this Metropolis TV show on the DC streaming service? It would be a dream come true for me if they got Michael Rosenbaum back. But I don't know if they will. I hope they do. I don't think they will. But you know, it would be fantastic. But I'm sure that they're gonna find somebody that's right for the role regardless, and it's going to be really cool to have a villain-focused TV show. Also, Young Justice. Let me know what you guys think about that. I'm really pumped for that one. My wife and I love that show, and we can't wait to see more of that. Hopefully, they dig in more with Beast Boy and Blue Beetle, and you know, some of those characters that have brought so much life in that show. And maybe we'll get to see what happened to Wally West as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a like. Share it if you love it, and also please make sure to subscribe and hit the bell next to the subscribe button so that you'll know when I go live next time. You guys can take part in this as well, sending me chats so that I can maybe answer some of your questions in the live in real time. So thank you guys. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time right here on The Stuff of Legend.